Hello and welcome to your MES lesson. I'm Natalie. Today you're going to learn the what, the how and the when of answering future with will questions. Let's start with what. What are future with will statements and answers used for? They are used to suggest that someone will do something voluntarily. Often we use will to respond to someone else's complaint or request for help. For example, I'll give you a hand on your homework. Also, will is often used in promises. For example, I'll be there on time. Both will and be going to can make a general prediction about the future. Predictions are guesses about what might happen in the future and are commonly used with I think. For example, I think Frank will call if the game is cancelled. Good. Now let's learn how. How do you use future with will statements and answers? First, know how to conjugate will using contractions. If you want to talk about yourself, please repeat. Yes, I'll. If you want to talk about me, yes, you'll. If you want to talk about Harold, yes, he'll. If you want to talk about Teresa, yes, she'll. If you want to talk about us, yes, we'll. If you want to talk about them, yes, they'll. It's very important to memorize this conjugation fluently before you start practicing video B. Next, know your verbs and really study your vocabulary. For example, I'll, drop by, televise, redo. Finally, to build a more specific answer, you can use a time reference. For example, I'll have brunch tomorrow morning. Or a prepositional phrase, for example, I'll have brunch before the ceremony. So finally, when do you use future with will statements and answers? They are used when there is no prior plan or decision to do something before speaking. You make the decision at the time of speaking. You use them to volunteer to do something or to talk about someone's thoughts about the future. These answers are most commonly used to make promises or offers. Excellent. Now, let's review. First, what are future with will statements and answers used for? They are used for talking about willingness, promises or predictions. Second, how do you use future with will statements and answers? You use them by knowing the conjugation of will and building a more specific answer with the vocabulary, time references and prepositional phrases. Third, when do you use future with will statements and answers? You use them to make voluntary offers or promises and to talk about somebody's thoughts for the future. Well done. Let's move on to video B to really practice making a variety of your own statements and answers. Remember to keep on reviewing your vocabulary. I'm Natalie and I look forward to seeing you soon.